how to know if a coaching certification is the thing that you should be focused on or not. One, you can build a successful coaching business without a certification. Again, I've done it. Should you get the coaching certification or should you not get the coaching certification? You're in luck because we're gonna get into it right now. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things. Also, if you're new to me, you've probably seen a video of mine that's pretty popular, which is all around how to create a 6 or even 7-figure coaching business without a coaching certification, which is why this video is a little interesting because I'm talking about whether or not you should get a coaching certification and how to know if you should for sure, right? So I know that that's something that a lot of, newbie aspiring coaches go back and forth on. Should I get the certification? Should I not get the certification? And I actually talked about this in a previous video, which you can check out here, where I shared that I am actually getting my coaching certification. And the reason I'm doing that is not because I need it per se, but because I'm actually undergoing the process to have one of my signature coaching programs certified by the ICF. And so I obviously would need a coaching designation in order to do that. So I think this really fits into the broader point that I'll be making in this video around how to know if a coaching certification is the thing that you should be focused on or not. So if that's something you've been going back and forth with, you're in luck because we're gonna get into it right now. All right, should you get the coaching certification or should you not get the coaching certification? First, let me say I have nothing against coaching certifications. Obviously, I'm getting one, but I feel like I always have to say that because people think I'm like lambasting coaching certifications, and I'm not. All I'm saying is that many new coaches have the mistaken idea that if they get a coaching certification, they will then be able to build a successful coaching business, and the two don't necessarily go hand in hand. One, you can build a successful coaching business without a certification. Again, I've done it. I've been coaching since 2014. I've been full-time since 2016. Last year, I just had my first 7-figure year. I've made over 6 figures every year that I've been in business. And I'm just now coming to the place where I've decided that I'm ready to get a coaching certification. So I say that as a model that you can coach others on your life experience. You can help others achieve goals that you yourself have accomplished. And you don't need a certification to do that. In fact, your life experience can serve as that. But when is it a good time to get a certification? What are some things to think about? Well, I think the major thing to understand is, of the coaching business that you're looking to build, do you want to primarily target, say, corporations and get more in the corporate market? Or do you want to get more into the consumer market? And I say that because if you are trying to go straight to corporate, maybe you want to be kind of a independent consultant or outside coach who comes in and kind of sells coaching programs to companies, or maybe serve as an independent outside coach to, leaders or executives or different things like that, then absolutely having a certification is probably gonna be the thing that you'll wanna do. Most corporations are gonna look for some sort of like designation or a different thing that you have. That's another consideration of mine. In addition to working on getting my own coaching program certified, I have been invited, this is something that's new to me, but I've been invited to petition to create coaching programs for companies to respond to different RFPs, requests for proposals, etc. And so just at this juncture with me transitioning into a corporate market, in addition to working direct with consumers, it made sense for me to get a coaching certification. So if you essentially want to be hired by a corporation, whether that's as an employee to do coaching, or you want to be your own entrepreneur, but essentially you want to sell your services to companies, then definitely having a certification is a good thing that you'll want to consider. So if you're just getting started and you're like, but do I need a coaching certification? If you're trying to get into corporate America, I would recommend it. That's definitely something that I would check out. But if you're not necessarily looking to sell to corporate, and I say that because I know a lot of people are looking to use a coaching business to actually get out of corporate America, and they're like, I'm trying to run as far in the opposite direction as possible, well, then you don't necessarily need it. Again, you don't need it to build a business. And most coaching certifications, I can't say all because I don't know them all, but the vast majority that I've come across, the vast majority that my clients have gone through, actually don't teach coaching business building skills. They might have like a module or two on marketing, but it's kind of like an outdated, like, use social media, update your LinkedIn to say you're a coach. It's this kind of like super vague, outdated information to help you start your business, and it's kind of tacked on at the end as an afterthought. Most coaching certification programs are around the techniques and exercises of coaching clients, right? So also a lot of coaching designations are around mindset and helping clients achieve more generic goals. So, you know, the client comes to you and they say, I have this broad goal. And so a coaching certification is really designed to help you think through the mindset that a client would need to have in order to kind of pull things out of them so that they can kind of guide themselves towards achieving a goal. But if you want to work with clients or have clients who are coming to you for specific expertise, maybe they look at your life and they see something that you've achieved. Maybe you're interested in getting into relationship coaching and they really admire, maybe you've been married for 20 years or something like that, and they're specifically looking for your insight on how they achieve that goal. A coaching certification is not necessarily, it can be helpful, but it's not going to teach you necessarily how to share your insight. But it will teach you how to, again, address mindset blocks, understand when a client, you know, might be having a mindset issue, helping them redirect and reframe their thinking. Again, it gives you really great techniques and strategies for creating breakthroughs in how clients are thinking. But if a client is coming to you because they want a very specific goal that is based on your life experience, then obviously a coaching certification is not going to be able to teach you that, because a coaching certification can't teach on everybody's particular life experience. You're still going to have to come to the table with your own life experience and the framework that you've gone through as a result of that life experience, and then you can layer those coaching skills on top of it in order to help people get to whatever end result you ultimately have gotten to. So when you are working directly with consumers versus corporations, I think a coaching certification can be helpful, but in my estimation, it doesn't give you the two biggest things that you need to consider when you are working with individuals more as a personal brand and coaching people through your life experience. One, obviously, is not going to give you your life experience. You have to come with that. But then two, it's not going to show you how to actually build a business. It kind of expects that you would know that, or that you're going to get that information elsewhere. And so that's something to keep in mind, because coaching certifications aren't cheap. Ask me how I know, right? I'm going to get my own coaching certification. It's a pretty penny. And this is just the initial part of me going through this process. So I know people who have finished it, they've completed all their hours, they've done all their certifications. Many of them have spent multi-five figures. I have had clients who have told me that they've spent $30,000, $35,000 on coaching certifications. And again, they did not teach them how to build a business, or if they did, it was just kind of addressed as like an add-on at the end of the program, and it's not up to date, it's not in depth, it doesn't really speak to marketing practices that are really effective right now. And also you have to consider, if the coaching certification is more about running everybody through a specific methodology, and then you embark to create a business and stand out, you're going to have to ask yourself, what is ultimately going to make you different from everyone else who has gone through that same coaching program? If your whole graduating class, your whole cohort, you all get your certification, what necessarily is going to make you different than someone else who now holds the same designation or certification that you do? Again, this is where brand building comes in. This is where building a coaching business outside of just having the practical skills to be able to coach comes into play. And so for me, I know this is something I teach in depth in my program, the Next Big Name Bootcamp. In fact, that is the program that I am now working to get certified, and again, to add all that additional content so that when people go through it, they will not only know how to build a business, but they'll also get a certification. So again, that's why I'm going through my own certification process, but that's why I created the program, and why my focus is very much about identifying your uniqueness, your unique life experience, because I'm going to show you how to leverage that and how to use that to stand apart from others in the industry. Again, it doesn't take anything away, or it doesn't take anything away from other people, but it helps you create a lane of one and helps them create a lane of one, where essentially you're competition proof, because the people that are coming to you are specifically interested in only the unique perspective and only the unique experience that you personally can share. So Obviously, if you are looking to get in corporate America, then sure, I would totally recommend getting a coaching certification. If you're looking to work with consumers and you think that it would be helpful in terms of your coaching technique and your ability to, create breakthroughs and mindset shifts, then for sure, you can definitely get a coaching certification. You can do it at the beginning of your coaching journey, in the middle of your coaching journey, or at the end of your coaching journey. But just understand that somewhere along your coaching journey, it's going to require you to also get the skills that you need in order to build a business. Now, for me personally, I can only speak on my own journey. I'm actually really grateful that I waited until now, right? I'm grateful that I waited until now because one, I proved the business model. Again, oftentimes people think they're gonna get their certification and then boom, they're gonna come out and they're gonna be super successful, and they haven't proven that the niche that they want to get into with life coaching or business coaching or whatever it is actually going to be something that other people want and that they want to pay for. So with me, I proved my model initially when I got started in life coaching. I was in the niche of personal development, particularly self-discipline for millennial women. I proved that model out. I created my own coaching programs based on my own life experience. Again, I didn't need a certification to walk people through my own life experience. And so I was able to do that. I was able to get results, to get client testimonials, and then I was able to build my business from there. So I'm really grateful that I walked through that process first, because now I have a vantage point about which coaching certification program that I want to go through. And so I'll wait until I've finished mine to talk more about that. But oftentimes people just kind of like throw a dart or pick the cheapest one, or the one that they think is most affordable, and they don't recognize that every coaching program or every coaching certification, just because you get those letters at the end, that designation, that ICF or whatever at the end, doesn't mean that particular coaching methodology is really aligned with you. And so oftentimes we don't really know what our personal philosophy is, kind of how we like to coach and kind of what we already gravitate to. We don't have that insight yet. And so we're just kind of like picking random coaching certifications just because it's like, oh, I need the certification, only till later realize maybe one, yes, you didn't learn how to build a business, but two, yeah, you have the certification, but maybe that particular methodology is actually not that much in alignment with your philosophy now that you've worked with clients. So this is what I'm saying. I think it's better to initially, again, prove your business model, build a brand based on your experience and start to work with clients. That way you can see, I like this, I don't like this. This is kind of my philosophy. This is my worldview on how I like to bring people to this particular breakthrough that I'm specializing in. And so should I choose to get a certification to deepen my knowledge and my expertise and my ability to help clients get a breakthrough, I now know where I'm focusing because I believe in that particular methodology and I believe in that framework. A lot of people are just jumping into coaching programs and they have no knowledge about that. So hopefully this will help give you some insight on whether or not you should consider getting a coaching certification if it's the right time for you, if you are thinking about it. But regardless of whether you have a coaching certification or not, it is so important, imperative that you also learn how to build that online coaching business. So if you want to work with me and learn more about my signature coaching program that teaches you exactly how to do that, it's called the Next Big Name Bootcamp. You can learn more about it. We're getting great results for clients. I have clients literally who are quitting their jobs, implementing these strategies and techniques that I share inside of the program. I really do a deep dive on how to uncover your uniqueness and how to stand apart. And I share strategies that I don't see anyone else online sharing, particularly around how to build thought leadership, how to be an authority in your space, even if you're just getting started. So if you want to learn more about it, you can click the link below. And if you feel so inclined, you can go ahead and apply. We'll review your application. And if we think that you are a good fit and that we can actually help you, we'll invite you to a call with my enrollment team and they will tell you more about the program or let you know about other things we have if it ends up not being a good fit. So go ahead and click the link below if you want to know more about that, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you can't wait for my next video, make sure you're following me on my podcast. It's the Courtney Sanders Show on both iTunes and Spotify. If you want to follow behind the scenes of my life, heck, even the behind the scenes of me going through this coaching certification process, make sure you're also following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.